Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August tarot forecast. I feel like there are new things coming. There's new connections, there's new opportunities, but I feel like right now for a lot of you, I want to ask you how you're feeling because I feel like internally and maybe externally, your world looks like there's a lot of changes happening. I feel like there's maybe separation from someone or an old connection that you're still thinking about that maybe wasn't successful. It could be related to work, like a job opportunity that you feel like you missed, or a relationship, family, friends, whatever. But I have the Six of Cups reverse, the Lovers reverse, and the Two of Cups reverse. So there's a lot of energy here of feeling separated. Now, it could be two things, and I think one of them is really important, and we need more emphasis on one of them. The separation is with yourself. So there's an old version of yourself that you need to just let die and go, surrender. And there's this new identity that is still emerging. Your sort of ruling planet is Pluto, and Pluto right now is retrograde. So there's a lot of internal reflection, reassessment, and really sort of recognizing the things in your past that didn't work out and you figuring out why. Now, maybe for a lot of you up until now, there's been a little bit of like ignoring the facts or lying to yourself about a situation where maybe you contributed to something that was not appropriate or not the best approach. And now you need to just kind of like reconcile that internally. But I also feel like a lot of you, maybe you've been lying to yourself about an outdated connection. Maybe it's work or love or whatever, but maybe for a long time you always told yourself, this will get better, this will get better, this will get better. And it just never did. And that's fine. But now you're really needing to just reconcile that maybe you lied to yourself about that situation for too long, and there's more clarity coming, but I feel like that doesn't make it easier for the like internal processing that still needs to happen, the healing. Now, there's a few things here. This is really positive because you have this Page of Swords and this Ace of Swords. So I do feel like there's a lot of clarity that is available to you, okay? Oh, sorry, this was actually this way. So you have this Ace of Swords and this Page of Swords. So I feel like there's new clarity, and a lot of the clarity is connected to you understanding that you don't want to engage in some relationships in the same way moving forward. You want to do things differently, which is really good because that's showing that you're growing, you're maturing, your energy is becoming more sort of refined. And I feel like I really like this for you, but a lot of you are still holding on to a lot of either shame or guilt about something from the past. And that's not really serving you, because the more you beat yourself up about something, the more you're sort of stuck in this negative expression of that energy. And then the more you kind of ruminate on it, or you become a little bit obsessive, and it's just like, it's not really helping. We are now experiencing a Mercury retrograde. And this is a very important Mercury retrograde because it's happening first in the sign of Virgo, but then going into Leo. And Leo is opposite of you. Sorry, it's not opposite of you. Leo is a fixed energy, and Leo is activating this fixed energetic cross, let's say. So you are also a fixed energy. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus will really be feeling a lot of that energy connected to realigning yourself. And you can't do that if you're not honest with who you are now and what has changed. And when you're not really reflecting on your behaviors, your contributions, and how you maybe managed a situation from the past. It doesn't mean that you were the problem. It just means that you maybe dealt with an issue or dealt with a situation that was problematic, and maybe in hindsight, you don't really like how you approached that situation. Or for some of you, maybe it actually was your fault. Maybe you lied, stole, cheated, did something, which is fine. Again, it's like, it's all learning. But I feel like a lot of you, especially with this 10 of Wands and this 9 of Wands reversed, And like, here's that snaky card. So the Seven of Swords reverse is like, a lot of you are having trouble dropping the guilt or the shame or not forgiving yourselves for a situation from the past. And I feel like you continue to carry it. So this retrograde season, and right now we have a retrograde happening. It's happening in Virgo and then in Leo, like I already said. It's a Mercury retrograde. So this is about us really seeing things differently. And that's gonna be like a 6-week process. I actually have a workshop. I'm gonna tag it below. It's pay what you can or sliding scale or whatever, but you should go and watch it because you're gonna be strongly influenced from this energy. Why? Because it's activating that Leo fixed energy and you are a fixed energy. So this is really asking you to just reassess what you wanna do for this next chapter. Now, what's beautiful about this is you have time. You don't need to rush. There's no cards here of like forcing yourself to move forward. I actually have the Emperor reversed. I have the Queen of Wands reversed. I have the Hermit reversed. I have a Knight of Wands reversed. There's a lot of energy here of you needing to just pause and slow down and think about what your next steps are because it's not an opportunity for you to force something to happen. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Sorry, my friend just arrived. Okay, the energy here is like you really understanding that your foundations that you've already maybe established up until now, they're not what you need for this next chapter. And that makes sense because we're also working right now with Saturn retrograde. And Saturn retrograde is an opportunity for us to really reevaluate our foundations and our resources, how we use our time, our energy, our money, what we want to be investing into. So what kind of people, what kind of projects, what kind of lifestyle do you want to be investing into? And I know for the last year or so, you've been working with this energy a lot. This is a deeply transformative time for you. And I think because now Pluto, your ruling planet, is in retrograde, and the retrograde is happening in Aquarius and Capricorn. It's like right on the edge. So this is really the last time that Pluto will retrograde in that area before he moves forward indefinitely. So it's like, this is actually a lot of old lessons coming back in our face, old addictions, old toxic cycles, old limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves. All of this old shit coming back up as like the final test to see if you can maneuver it in a different way. If you choose to do something different, it's really good because you're gonna find a lot of opportunity and expansion there, and that's really good for you. We also have a new moon in Leo happening on Sunday. So like, this is happening the day after Mercury goes retrograde. So there's a lot happening in the sky. We have Mercury retrograding, and then the next day we have a new moon in Leo. And then on the 8th, we have this like abundance, opportunistic time because August is the number 8, 2024 equals the number 8. And on the 8th day, we have this 888 activation. So that is really opening up this new sort of portal, this new energetic opportunity for you to establish what you want for yourself. And what does abundance mean for you now? Maybe up until now, it was you always wanted a lot of friends, or you wanted to go out and have money so you could party, or you want to go shopping, or maybe it's sex or food or whatever. And now what you want is different. It's changing because you're maturing. So with this Emperor energy that's reversed, it's because your identity is shifting. You have the Queen of Pentacles here reversed with the Four of Cups reversed. It's like, this is about you understanding. This is about you understanding that your foundations and your value system is different. I know we've been talking about this a lot this year, but it's happening again now because that Pluto retrograde and this Mercury retrograde, the Saturn retrograde, it's trying to show you how much you've already grown, and it's asking you to apply and to integrate all of that learning and to actually make some changes. So you don't need to rush this, of course, but this is a really opportunistic time for you. Although maybe for a lot of you, it feels heavy, or it feels like, fuck, I'm going backwards again. I'm cycling backwards again. And like, I'd be interested in knowing what your experience is like. Like, let me know in the comments how you've been managing this energy. It looks a little bit overwhelming. It looks a little bit like, fuck, I feel like I'm stuck, and then I'm beating myself up, and then I'm going back into these old ways of doing things that I don't like. But now what's different, and keep this in mind, what's different is that you're recognizing it. And recognizing it is the first step. And then you can bring attention to it, you can change it, you can like jump into a different timeline. And that's how we like quantum leap. You know what I mean? So use this new moon energy. Okay. I have a new moon workshop below also if you want some support. It's pay what you can. But more importantly, on the 8th day of August, I'm hosting an 888 Abundance Activation Workshop. If you missed the live, you can still watch the recording, but we're going to use this energy because this is not going to happen again for a while, because the year is also the number 8. So when you think about that, it's like, how can we connect deeper with our higher self, as above, so below? And we connect in that infinity symbol shape. And that is what activates our flow state. Right now, I feel like you're recognizing how you haven't been in the best flow state, which means there's a lack of expansion, opportunities, maybe deeper connections that are actually fulfilling. Like, this to me looks a little bit challenging. I'm not gonna lie, but what's beautiful about this is it's an opportunity for you to shift. So use this Mercury retrograde to shift. Use this new moon in Leo to shift. Use this 888 portal to shift. Pivot. Ask the universe for what you want. Establish your intentions. If you want any help, I have different workshops. You can find them all here. I will see you on the 8th for the 888 Abundance Activation Ceremony. And yeah, just like keep your head up. You're fine. Just be aware of when you feel like you're going backwards and try to stop yourself and pivot and just set the intention to call in the new, because at the end of the day, like, you are a Scorpio, you can become a little bit obsessive or go back into toxic cycles easily because it's just so natural in your body. The same as all humans, but there's something more challenging connected to that with Scorpios. That's like what you came to learn in this lifetime, whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. Don't beat yourself up. It's self-acceptance, self-love, and self-compassion. But there's always an opportunity for you to shift, right? So use this 888 abundance opportunistic activation portal to shift. Use this new moon in Leo to shift, okay? You can find all the helpful resources below. I'm sending you so much love. Share this on your Instagram story, please. These are free. I show up for you. I help you. Help me back, okay? I love you. I'll see you at one of the workshops. Go do something. Pick whatever feels right for you, okay? I love you.